In a world where ice creams and rivers dry, nature's whispers warn us, yet we pass them by. What is this fight? Climate change first captured global attention in the 1980s, notably during the 1988 UN conference. In the next decade, rising sea levels and extreme weather will challenge humanity resilience. Farmers, coastal communities, and vulnerable populations bear the brunt. Meeting this threat requires unity, innovation, and relentless determination to ensure a sustainable future. In the air, I linger unseen, hit my friend, but I am cute mean. What am I, causing eerie change? Nature's cries, no out of range? Greenhouse gas emissions were first recognized as a significant environmental issue in the late 20th century, particularly during the 1992 Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. As these gases trap heat in the atmosphere, their impact on climate change is profound. Over the next decade, humanity may face severe consequences, including extreme weather, food insecurity, and health crises. Cities like Beijing, New Delhi, and Los Angeles, grappling with pollution, will likely suffer the most. Rising temperatures and deteriorating air quality threaten livelihoods, making urgent global action essential to mitigate emissions and protect future generations. In shadowed woods where whispers dwell, trees once stood, but now farewell. What's lost in green brings fear and woe. Nature's balance far from slow. What am I? Deforestation, the widespread clearing of forests, has roots tracing back to ancient civilizations. However, its alarming global recognition surged in the late 20th century, particularly in the Amazon in Southeast Asia. In the next decade, this ecological crisis threatens humanity through climate change, loss of biodiversity, and disrupted water cycles, leading to extreme weather and food scarcity. Cities like Sao Paulo, Jakarta, and Bangkok, heavily impacted by deforestation, face severe air pollution and flooding. As forests vanish, the balance of our environment dips precariously, highlighting the urgent need for sustainable practice to protect our planet and future generations. In blue depths and dents so grand, currents twist as secrets expand. What guides the tides, both near and far, with whispers of fear beneath the star? Ocean currents, initially observed by early navigators like Captain James Cook in the 18th century, became vital to understanding global climate and ecosystems. These currents, such as Gulf Stream, influence weather patterns and marine life, impacting coastal communities worldwide. In the next decade, the escalation effects of climate change may alter these currents, threatening cities like Miami, New Orleans, and Jakarta with rising sea levels and extreme weather. As humanity adapts to these changes, our resilience will be tested, shaping future survival strategies and coastal planning, while underscoring the importance of sustainable ocean stewardship. In the sky it dances bright, changing day, consuming night, warming earth, causing fight. What force brings this eerie light? What am I? Solar radiation variability refers to fluctuations in the sun's energy output first noted by astronomers in the 18th century. This phenomenon gained attention with advancements in satellite technology, notably in the late 20th century. Over the next decade, its impact on climate change, agriculture, and renewable energy sources will become increasingly significant. Cities like Delhi, Beijing, and Cairo, already grappling with pollution and heat, could experience exacerbated heat waves and agricultural challenges. Addressing these impacts will be crucial for global sustainability and human resilience, necessitating adaptive strategies to ensure a habitable future for affected regions. In the air, deep secrets lie. Fire and ash fill the sky. What danger breathes when mountains roar? Nature's fury we can't ignore. Volcanic activity has fascinated humanity for millennia, first documented by ancient civilizations like the Romans and Greeks. One of the most famous eruptions occurred in 79 AD when Mount Vesuvius buried Pompeii. As volcanic events continue, they significantly impact communities, with cities like Jakarta, Mexico City, and San Salvador at risk. In the next decade, climate patterns may shift due to volcanic ash and gases, potentially affecting agriculture and health. The treatment of eruptions calls for better preparedness and monitoring, as vulnerable populations face increased suffering and displacement. Proactive measures could mitigate these impacts on humanity's future. In the forest deep, their whispers fade. As cities rise, watch nature fade. What change brings fear, both near and far? A shift of land beneath the star. Land use changes have been a significant concern since the Industrial Revolution, when urbanization began rapidly reshaping landscapes. The concept became widely recognized in the late 20th century, highlighting the impact of agriculture, deforestation, and urbanization of ecosystems. In the next decade, these changes will profoundly affect humanity, exacerbating climate change, reducing biodiversity, and draining resources. Cities like Jakarta, Mexico City, and Dhaka are particularly vulnerable, experiencing severe pollution, flooding, and overcrowding. As urban areas expand and natural habitats shrink, the need for sustainable land use practices becomes crucial to mitigate suffering and ensure a livable environment for future generations. In the air I silently creep, a hidden danger as you sleep. Tiny particles, dark and grey. What am I? Guess today. Aerosols, tiny particles suspended in the atmosphere, play a significant role in air pollution. Initially identified by early scientists studying atmospheric phenomena in the 19th century, aerosols became widely recognized for their impact on health and climate. Over the next decade, their influence on human life is expected to intensify, contributing to respiratory diseases and exacerbating climate change. Cities like Delhi, Beijing, and Los Angeles already grappling with severe air quality issues will face heightened challenges. Addressing aerosol pollution is crucial for public health and environmental sustainability, emphasizing the need for immediate action to safeguard future generations. In frozen realms where giants sleep, melting tears turn oceans deep. What do they warn as waters rise? Nature's fate hides in discuss. Melting ice caps and glaciers first gained significant attention in the late 20th century, with scientists documenting the rapid decline in places like Greenland and Antarctica. These changes became widely known through climate reports and documentaries, raising awareness about global warming. In the next decade, this phenomenon will likely cause rising sea levels, threatening coastal cities like Miami, New York, and Jakarta. As habitable land diminishes, millions may face displacement and food insecurity. The resulting environmental shifts could lead to increased conflict over resources, fundamentally altering humanity's future and highlighting the urgent need for climate action. In forests deep where shadows play, creatures vanish day by day. What links their fate? A silent sign? Change whispers loud in nature's decline. Changes in biodiversity first came to light during the Industrial Revolution as urbanization and pollution began to impact ecosystems. The concept gained widespread attention in the 1980s through global initiatives and environmental conferences. Over the next decade, declining biodiversity will profoundly affect humanity, disrupting food security, increasing disease prevalence, and altering climate patterns. Cities like Jakarta, New Delhi, and Sao Paulo are particularly vulnerable, facing habitat loss and pollution. These changes threaten not only local ecosystems, but also the overall health and resilience of human populations, highlighting the urgent need for sustainable practices for protect our planet's diverse life forms. In the ocean's depths, a change takes place. Creatures tremble, life hides in eerie embrace. What am I? Ocean acidification, first identified in the 20th century, gained attention in scientific circles when researchers noticed increasing carbon dioxide levels altering seawater chemistry. This phenomenon became widely known in the early 2000s, alarming scientists about its impact on marine ecosystems and humanity. In the next decade, acidification may severely affect fisheries, leading to food shortages and economic decline, particularly in coastal cities like San Francisco, New Orleans, and Tokyo. As aquatic life struggles to adapt, the repercussions will echo through food webs, threatening livelihoods and food security, ultimately making ocean acidification a pressing global challenge for future generations.